Hi everyone! I promised a tofu making video and I'm going to deliver today. So I actually am going to make a really yummy stir fry for some friends of mine that we're going to be having a dinner party tonight. So come on over and I'll show you what I do to make my tofu. So I have all my ingredients out here. I got my pan all ready. Now come look at this pan. This is a special pan. It's a ceramic lined pan and it's non-stick. And if you can see the little bumps in here, that actually aids in helping to take the water out of the tofu. I have my wooden spatula stick. You can use anything you want for cooking. If you don't have one of those pans, you want to try to press the water out of your tofu. And you can use a clean towel and you just wrap it like this and just give it a good squeeze kind of from all sides. And you can flip it over. And depending how big your piece of tofu is, you might have to do it longer. You can let it sit and just kind of soak into the towel. So the tofu I'm using today is actually from the Asian market, and I'm going to be scheduling an Asian market shopping trip one of these days if I can get enough people interested. But this tofu is, it says whole non-genetically engineered soybeans. So this is a really good one. And this block is about $1. So it's almost, I think Wegmans is $2.99 or maybe $1.99. So it's about half of what Wegmans is. So it's a good deal. And then what you want to do is when you open up a thing of tofu, if you have any left, put it in a plastic container with fresh filtered water. Don't use your tap water. And you want to change that every couple of days to keep it fresh. Otherwise, it'll get really funky. So I already have some tofu out here, and I've been chopping some fresh ginger root. And you just take some slices, and if you have a nice big knife like this, you want to just, get it a little fine, push it together a little bit here. I don't know if anyone has any great chopping skills out there. You can maybe teach me a trick or two, but this is how I do it. So, and which is really good. So I like ginger, and I also like to cook with garlic as well. But ginger is really good for digestion, joint pain, stomach issues, circulation, tons and tons of yummy and delicious recipes too, but really good for your whole body. There's lots of different things. If you ever want to know, I can let you know what ginger is. And it's really kind of like what Asians eat. It's kind of like what Italians eat, garlic, and Asians are really ginger lovers. So anyway, so we're going to take this over here. We're going to start our pan up, and I have to actually use this thing. So I'm going to start that up. And then you want it on high. So, and these are just all my ingredients that I'm going to actually put in my stir fry later. And I actually use two pans. So I'm going to use one pan for just my stir fry and probably my quinoa or my brown rice later on. And then I use another pan for all my vegetables. So there's a reason why I do that. Two reasons. One is because you want to keep all the tastes kind of together. And the second reason is that the pan is really not that big enough to put everything in. So, so you're gonna get the coconut oil going here, and just have it melted really good. Okay, and then while you're doing that, you can come over and we're going to slice the tofu. And I like cubes, but you can do it any which way you want. You can do slices, whatever. So I'm just gonna do some little cubes here. And you can do them bigger or smaller. And you're just going to kind of wait and then kind of throw it in there. And the Asian market tofu is really tasty. I find it a little bit more tasty than the Wegmans brand, but I don't want to bash Wegmans. So let's maybe put like one more in there. And you can see this is really wet. So, but it's not going to make a difference because this pan is just amazing for taking the water out of. the tofu. I also find it amazing for cooking everything else that I cook in too. So I'm going to put this in here, this in here. And if you want to, you can actually do the ginger first before you put the tofu in. But I stir the tofu so much that I really don't have to do that. So it's all up to what your style is. So I take my little wooden spoon, and you want to try to get everything a little flat in here. So try to make sure it's really nice and even. And the coconut oil is actually going to brown the bottom of the tofu, because you want to have some kind of oil in here. If you use extra virgin olive oil, it works pretty good too, but you're going to lose all the properties in the extra virgin olive oil. So you want to really high heat, like a grapeseed oil or a high heat oil if you're going to do this. And don't be afraid if it bubbles, or don't be afraid it's going to burn or anything, because it's really wet. So you can kind of take a close-up look in there and see it really bubbling in there. It smells really good with the ginger. And like I said, you could use garlic if you want to. So I kind of actually just let it sit there for a few moments. And while you're doing this, you can come over here and start prepping some of your vegetables, you know, that you're going to use for the actual stir fry. And I'm not going to do this, you know, this part of it. I just wanted to show you how to do the tofu and get that going. But this is a good way to kind of make good use of your time if you're making a big dinner. So and come over here real quick, because I wanted to show you, I make my quinoa in the rice cooker, and you can see here how fluffy and yummy it came out. And I just used 2 cups of quinoa, which is a standard package, and I got it at Aldi's for really cheap. I think it was $2 or $3. And then a whole 4 cups of organic veggie broth. And you just throw that in there with the quinoa, push the on button, and it comes out perfect every time. So I'm actually going to stir fry that in later. That's the last thing I'm going to put in. So as you can see, the steam is already, and you want to kind of move it around a little bit and not have it stick to the bottom. But you can see the steam coming off of it and the water coming off of it. So I just kind of tip my pan a little bit to like turn it. Kind of like wok style without a wok. And this way the ginger is on top of it. So you want to do this for a little bit, and I'm seeing now not so much liquid in here. So I'm going to add a little bit of the Bragg's amino acids, which is kind of like soy sauce, but it's way yummier and way better for you. And then I'm going to add a little sesame oil, which you can get at the Asian market. So just a tiny little bit. And then I like to put a little black vinegar in too. Just like the bitter and the sweet. And if you wanted to make it a little sweeter, I have some Wegmans teriyaki sauce. It has a little bit of sweet in it. Just kind of drizzle it all on there, just a little bit. And then if you wanted to use extra virgin olive oil, you can put it on after. So then I'm just gonna mix that all in. And then if there's still a lot of liquid left on your tofu, you can kind of put this down to medium and have a little bit burn off a little bit more. But that's pretty much it. And then what I do is after I do this, I'll have all my vegetables prepped and I'll throw them in here, and then I'll stir fry that in there. And then I'll put everything together with the quinoa and just kind of mix it all up like I normally do. So I hope you enjoyed the tofu video. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask, comments, or PM me or whatever. But this is how I make my tofu, and it's really yummy. So enjoy and good luck. Okay, so I'm just about done. I'm going to give my tofu one last stir here. And I'm actually not ready to make the whole dish right now. So I'm going to turn this off. and I'm going to put my top on, and I'm going to do my half-hour workout and then come out and finish it, and then I'm going to go over to my friend's house and enjoy a yummy dinner. Hey everyone, it's T. No, okay, do it again. Are you ready? Oh, turn it out.
Come on.
Wait a minute.